Hello everybody and welcome back to the XsivGaming channel and Farming Simulator 2017. This is our Let's Play series here on Estancia Lapacho, and today we are up to episode number 10. So if you could quickly drop us a like, it would be much appreciated, and of course if you are new to our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. So let's jump in today. What are we doing? Well, today, like I say, episode number 10. And yeah, we are going to be doing that slurry spreading that we promised yesterday. Now to do this, yeah, we've got the Vinhuis Premium Integral 2 slurry spreader. Jump into the field Python, and as you can see, we've had a number of grass that's rotted away. All our grass bales that we had here have now rotted away as well. So we need to think about that at some point. Not sure if we've got anything in. No, the trailer's all rotted away. We've got what they've spilt out there as well. That needs picking up. So we need to bear in mind with that. But yeah, we've got a good amount of slurry in here. We've got 7% full, 62,000 litres. So we're going to start that process of filling that up. Like I say, that does take some time. Such a big tank in it, what, 30,000 litres? So we're going to be able to have this twice filled up. So hopefully we've got enough in there. You can see it rocking around a bit. Making a tractor rock as well, that one is. Blimey. So yeah, today, like I say, episode number 10. It is Friday, of course, and we are going to be doing our slurry spreading today. We're definitely going to be slurry spreading on field number 3, and I think we may, if we've got enough, then I think we'll spread a little bit onto the wasteland field as well. But that's full now, so let's crack on. So, we'll start on the furthest edge. In fact, we can start just here because of the angle this is. As you can see, this thing opens up. It is absolutely massive. So where do we want to be? Let's get ourselves lined up here. So of course what this does, if you are completely unsure of what's going on, this will inject the slurry straight into the ground, allowing for a better crop, of course. So before we get started, what we're going to try and do is get ourselves a good screenshot for today, of course. Obviously yesterday we did those screenshots, and yeah, it kind of went a bit wrong because we was driving at the same time, so but never mind. So what we're going to do is turn that on, and as you see, it starts spraying out, injecting it into the soil. And as you can see, that's got a nice dark colour now. Yeah, what, 30 metres at a time. We'll soon get the job done. So what we would normally do is, like I say, a lap of the field first. I think if we're not careful, we will overrun the edge of the field too much and end up going into the neighbour's land. So we'll give it a go at turning, see if we can get right in. In fact, I don't think we will, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, so you miss a little corner, but not the end of the world. So it's such a big machine, this one is. We was of course looking at the various sprayers etc. that we can get, which may come into play later on in the series. Yeah, it's such a big slurry spreader, this just flies through the job. Overrunning the edge of the field a bit here, but not to worry because it just ensures that we're covering everything. Okay, so we're going to turn that off there. See if we can straighten this edge up here. Make things a little bit easier for us when it comes back down the opposite way. But as you can see, we'll shut that off there. We've got 2,000 litres left in there. There's not enough to do the remainder of that field all the way up. So the best thing to do is to fold it up and just refill it. Anything that's left in it is not the end of the world because we can use it for another field or even our wasteland field there. So yeah, back to the slurry tank. Slurry of course is, like we say, the liquid manure. Separate the liquid off from the solid. Sounds absolutely disgusting, but luckily that's something that we don't have to do. So of course, having cows, it does offer a number of possibilities for you. Like I say, with the slurry spreading, the manure, etc. Plus, of course, you're producing that milk, which can be sold at the end of each day. Generates a nice tidy income for you. That's another 30,000 litres in the tank. So what we will be doing is using any leftovers on other fields. So we'll get that unfolded once again. Definitely be up once and down again. So get that turned on and off we go. Of course, if you zoom right out, you can clearly see the colour changes in the soil. You can definitely see where you've been. Hopefully we won't miss any on the way back. So once we're there, we shall just turn that off, turn the tractor around. A little bit wavy some of the lines here. I'm not sure if we're going to be just missing a absolute fraction. No, I think we've just about covered it. So that is that field done. I'll fold it up once more. Still got 15,000 litres of slurry in there. So what we're going to do is just fill up one last time from the actual tank. And we're going to attempt to just complete the field in front of us there. Our wasteland field. Remember, it has got crops on it, so you need to bear that in mind. We was looking at the sugarcane field that we've got. It doesn't appear to be growing. It's showing it as still as harvested, so I'm unsure if that is actually growing or not. I don't quite know what's happening with that. We've still got 4,500 litres in there, so we can put that in. Of course, we'll empty the slurry tank right out. There we go. So it gives us 19,000 litres to put on our wasteland field. So we'll open that back up now we're here. And off we go. Turn it all on. In fact, that's not actually doing anything yet, so we can leave that in there. Fold that out. That's not actually fertilising it yet, because we've obviously laid a course of fertiliser with the crop being planted anyway. So obviously it's not required yet, so we're just going to park this up out of the way for the time being. Like so. Drop that off there. So yeah, we've got this off this bit of wasteland here where we said we may be able to do something with. And what we're going to do is get our plough and quickly just mark out the edge of where we want to go, and then of course we could plough it out at our leisure, of course. So pick up the plough. Again, we could simply just make it as a grass field, as long as it's been ploughed out to mark a field out. It'll get rid of all those bushes, etc. Excuse the sneezing there. I was hoping to put the video on pause Unfortunately we couldn't find the button in time. Never mind. Okay, so allow create fields. We've just switched that on. We're going to lower that down. As you can see, we are going to start digging in once again. Remember, we don't want to go too far into this edge. At the same time, we don't want to deny ourselves such space. It's when giants have created this map. It's like they designed this so that you can do this. Again, it's free land, so you might as well make the most of it. Just need to do something with this corner here. It didn't quite come out how we wanted it to. That's because of that hill there. So what we're going to do is just turn the plough, come back around the opposite way. And because then we're going downhill, it should do the job for us, hopefully. There we go. So lift that there. And there we go. So that should give us, again, a nice large field. Again, it's completely free, it's wasteland that's not being used. You could use it for storage buildings, etc. But I think we might as well use it for arable land. So again there, where that's not quite gone round, we'll just turn around and go the opposite way. Hopefully it should take it all out. I think I completely missed that there. Dear oh dear, getting ourselves in a state here. Not quite. There we go, we got it this time. So, next job is to start filling in the blanks, as they say. depending on which direction you want the soil to go. I say the soil, more the furrows is the word we're looking for. But if you're not bothered, then you can just carry on round at your leisure. Again, another, like I say, large space that we can now put a crop on. Definitely worth doing. Made a bit of a mess of reversing that plough there. Then of course what we can do is put the slurry on this field. We've got spare in that tank. Meaning as it's sitting around, we might as well use it up. So of course you can't use a worker when ploughing these fields out. If you're creating a field, it will immediately switch off allow create fields if you hire a worker. So unfortunately you do have to do this job yourself. Bear that in mind when it does come to creating your fields. Obviously it will eat into your time. If you're limited for time, of course, then bear that in mind. It is quite a long and lengthy process. Obviously the bigger the plough you have, the quicker the job is. But of course with a bigger plough comes a harder control and accuracy with the ploughing. really using the full potential of the plough. We are overlapping somewhat. And that's just to make sure that we don't miss anything. Nothing worse than doing the job and finding that you've missed half of the job off. Time flies when you're having fun. I started this episode at 6 in the morning. It's now 8:30 in the morning, so time's flying by. In that 2.5 hours that we've been awake today, we have been got a field of slurry done. Quite a large field, and we are ready to slurry a brand new wasteland field. Oops. All over the place with the tractor again. So I know that this does tend to make your farm a bit tighter, etc. But we do like to make the most of the space that you have. You may notice the sound went very quiet then. Just having another sneezing fit. So it should just be one more row after this one. Up, and there we go. So that gave us, like I say, another field that we can now plant on to boost the crops. fold that plough up now, and that is finished with. Not forgetting to take off the limit to fields, otherwise we could end up ploughing something out that we don't want to. So for the time being we're just going to drop the plough there. Quickly head back. I'm going to put the slurry on, or whatever we've got in it. Go. So we've got just over, or nearly 20,000 litres of slurry in here. Get ourselves lined up. Best possible start, of course. Careful that we get too close to that edge, get hooked up on the fence. So, shut that off there. There for just a second. We've still got 9,800 just to do this little section here, and there we go. Shut that off, fold that up, and that is another job done. So we've got 2 fields done today. The slurry spreading is done. We've got various crops that are being planted around. Just drop the slurry tanker there for the time being. We can go and park up. Go. So that's another job done for today, and I think that is going to be it for today's episode. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to hit that like button if you have enjoyed today's episode. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you are new, and don't forget to share this video with family and friends or anybody else that you think may enjoy this video. I think when we come back on Monday we shall get the animals cleaned up once again and get our new field planted up. But anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.